Yeah, Malcolm, it was really an uphill battle ever since they pulled off that 16-0 run early in the second quarter. Why was it so challenging to fight back from that deficit?
Man, they got on a roll. They got two elite players on that team, and they're at home. They're playing for something like we are. So when a team gets that type of momentum, it's hard.
Greg Doyle. Greg, you're on mute.
Sorry, Malcolm. A lot of reports earlier this year, a lot of rumors, whatever. Here's your chance on the record. What do you like, Nate Bjorkgren? Do you want to play for him? Does this roster want to play for him?
Man, we really try for Coach. What I can say to that is, Coach really did his best this year, regardless of the reports, regardless of all the distractions and the noise. He continued to communicate with his players. He continued to work extremely hard for us and coach us the best he could. And we appreciated that. That's what I just told him in the locker room. I appreciate him. I appreciate everything you did for me and this team. I mean, at the end of the day, personally, I had a career year, and I told him that. I said, man, there's a lot of stuff that's come out about you. And, there's a lot of guys on this team that still played really well for you. And you did a really good job for us.
Thank you.
Stephen Wino.
Malcolm, when you have those two elite players you're facing in Beal and Westbrook, is there anything you guys could have done better to slow them down tonight?
Of course, there's always stuff you can get better, but once guys like that get their confidence going in the quarter, you start rolling, there's not much you can do.
Scott.
Malcolm, as we talked about, you guys were full of praise for Nate the first month. Was there a pivot point? Was there something significant that changed? Why the change maybe a month into the season?
Man, honestly, I think everybody has an opinion. All these outsiders that don't know what's going on in the locker room have opinions and are, telling other people what's going on in the locker room. I think as far as the locker room goes, we keep our stuff inside. The players enjoyed playing for Nate this year. We tried our best regardless of everything that happened. We were this close to making the playoffs through all the noise and the distraction. So, I tip my hat to Coach and to my teammates.
Tony East.
Malcolm, before the season, there was talk from you guys, from coaching staff, front office, that you guys wanted to be better than last year, improve, make the playoffs, go far in the playoffs, and that didn't happen. What do you feel like needs to change for this team from now before the start of the next season to make that a reality?
I'm not sure. Personally, for me, I got to come back. I got to be better. I'd like to be even a better shooter, better defender, be in better shape. And I think that goes for me and my teammates. And that's about as much as we can control.
Nathan Edison.
Hey, what's going on, Malcolm? With all the injuries that factor into the season, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you learned in the season as it relates just to the core and the group of the guys that you played with?
Man, we had guys that really stepped up. I spoke in the locker room right after. Just told everybody, I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm proud of us. Guys stepped up. O'Shea, Ed, Aaron, these guys stepped up and played in a way that are at a level that people didn't think they could. And, I'm proud of my guys. That's all I can really say.
Scott.
Yeah, Malcolm, acknowledging all the unique circumstances, how would you encapsulate what it was like to be a player this year, and all the different things that you had to go through?
One thing I can say is COVID's a beast. The impact it had on us as players and coaches and front office, the whole league, but also, the stuff going on in the world. Putting all this in perspective, we didn't make the playoffs, but there's stuff going on all around the world that, atrocities are way more important than what's going on right now.
Davide.
Hey, Malcolm. Do you consider the season disappointing, considering you guys didn't make the playoffs? Do you think you could have done things differently to make the playoffs, or it's just a matter of injuries, COVID?
I think it's a mix. I think it's definitely disappointing. Whenever we don't make the playoffs, this is my first year in the NBA not making the playoffs. So for me, it's definitely disappointing. We had a team this year that could have made the playoffs, that are good enough and has all the pieces. Sometimes stuff just doesn't go your way, and that's what happened this year.
Anything else for Malcolm? Perfect.